we also know, we grew up with the story of everything's for the best, right? Rabbi Akiva always said, and it says, Kol ma da'avid rachmana l'tavavid. We know this. We know the story of Nacham ish Gamzu and saying Gamzu l'tova. So we teach it to our youngest children, but as mothers, sometimes we are so busy and so hard on ourselves, we have to stop. It's the simple things, just looking around and realizing everything's for the good. You know, different people are in different places in their lives. Our struggles are not the same. And you think about Shidduchim. Right now, we just had in the Parsha, we have two stories in the Torah of Shidduchim. One we just read in Parshas Chaya Lasson. Avram sent Eliezer to find a wife. It should have been something very difficult. There weren't many directions, actually. It wasn't like, here's the list of what I'm looking for, right? The shadchan needs a whole list. What's most important? There were no pictures. There were no shenanigans of all the details. Literally, Hashem sent Eliezer, and within such a short time, the Shidduch was finalized. It was done. And then we have, in Parshas Vayetze, Yaakov's parents sent him out to Padan Aram, and what did they say? To marry one of Lavan's daughters. You would have thought, perhaps, this would be the simple Shidduch. It was very simple. You go to this home, and this is what you do. But we know what happened. 7 years, Yaakov worked hard, Lavan tricked him. 7 years. And then what happened? He didn't even marry Rachel, the one he thought he was working for. He married Leah. One might have thought this was such a great challenge, and Yaakov would have said, oh my goodness, like this is what happens after I worked so hard, so patient. I did everything l'shem shamayim. And what happens? He marries Leah. Rachel gives Leah the signs, and he persisted. He didn't give up, my friends. He kept working. And ultimately, he married Rachel. But you know what? If Yaakov had not gone through those challenges, and all of that wouldn't have happened the way it was supposed to happen, Rachel and Yaakov would not have been able to have children, because Rachel was really not able to conceive. Rachel was able to have this miracle happen because she gave over the signs to Leah, because she didn't want to embarrass her sister. And Rachel, in her infinite emunah, knowing that HaKadosh Baruch Hu just really is the master of all, gave over these simanim, not because she knew, okay, I'll be patient and I'll get the jackpot, I'll get the prize at the end. She did it just out of her own internal goodness for her sister, to do the right thing. And so ultimately, we have to know we are fortunate. We got to see the reward, that they got married and had children, and that changed the trajectory for us. But we cannot ask. We cannot stop. We cannot wonder even. Say, why is this challenge happening? It's not for us to figure that out. But we shouldn't try to give explanations for obstacles and challenges. What we do need to do is stop and say, Hashem loves us. Hashem knows everything is for the best. Like we just said, Gamzu Latova. Everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be.